What's up guys, back in today with another reaction on the channel, and today I'll be reacting to Fruits Basket, the Prelude movie. Really excited to get into this one. I've been looking forward to this for a little while now. Hasn't been too long since I actually finished the final season, which is very strange as I did think I'd be waiting maybe 6 or 7 months to actually watch this movie, but it's actually come by really fast, which is a little bit disappointing in a way, as I didn't want to finish out the series all so quickly. We do only have this left, which is again such a shame, as I've absolutely loved the cast. I'm not sure we're going to see too much of the cast in today's episode, as I think the movie will be focused purely on Kyoko and Katsuya, but again, not 100% sure about that. Hopefully we might get a little flash of everyone, all the ex-Zodiac members at some point during the episode, but again, just really excited to get into this and to finish off the story, as it's been an absolute masterpiece so far, though again a little bit apprehensive about fully finishing it out. There is still I think a continuation manga focusing on the characters' kids, so I'm definitely going to read that if I need my fix of Fruits Basket anytime soon. But make sure you let me know what you guys think of this movie though down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did like the video, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with any of my reactions. Also, if you guys did want to help support me further, there's a Patreon link down in the description below. And let's get right into the movie, guys. 3, 2, 1, let's go, guys. So the movie's about 97 minutes, I believe. Oh no, actually 87 minutes, so not too long of a movie compared to what's coming out nowadays. Movies have just been getting longer and longer the more the crowds have been accepting it being longer, so did we see this little part? I think we saw the moments before, like we've seen this part, but we haven't seen this little bit of the conversation, have we? About Katsuya. Oh, it's giving me giving me the shivers getting back into the show, man. Been a while. Well, it hasn't even been that long, but I feel like it's been a while. So this is obviously before the end of the series. Was this in season 2? I used to look after this girl. Almost be parented by her mum. Of course, we've seen this a few times now, haven't we? Just a faint little bit of light. So fucking cute, man. I haven't ever seen a kid that cute in a show before. Little Tohru. Yeah, looks like we're getting. I think I did hear that we are getting a recap at the start of this start of the movie. Again, not 100% needed for me because I only just finished the final season, but obviously for quite a few of you guys, I do imagine you probably watched this when it came out, which is a year or maybe longer ago now. Yeah, I think audiences probably appreciate this quite a bit, and maybe for newcomers, this might actually help them out if they just watch this movie. Although you'd still be fucking lost, I imagine. Just going from watching none of Fruits Basket to just watching this. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Again, I'll never be able to tell. The problem with those type of things, isn't it? Like ranking if someone, understanding if someone who hasn't seen the show would understand it just based off this. You'll never know because you've never not watched this stuff before. That outfit really does suit her well, doesn't it? Duo. Interesting there is you can potentially understand dead people's waves. We never saw that happen, of course. So this actually makes the movie even shorter then in that case, doesn't it? I wonder how long this recap's going to be. It feels like it's going to be for another 5 or 10 minutes, because we're only at the start of season 2, right? Right here. Means the movie's only going to be about 60 minutes, which is a shame. But I don't think there was all that much content to adapt anyway, right? Well, again, I could be wrong about that because I haven't actually read the source material, but I can't imagine there was a massive story between. Obviously, it's going to be quite emotional. I do imagine the story between Kyoko and Katsuya, but I can't imagine it was a all-encompassing story. That makes sense to you guys. Something as large as what would need to be adapted in the main series, for example. The old play. Oh, what is this? I don't think I've seen this yet. And it's grown up Mamiji, so is this. When is this? No, they're not. Yeah, I was thinking that. So that was the morning of the day that he was about to leave in the rain. Interesting. That we're gonna watch this whole conversation, are we? You love me. Yes, she does. Can you imagine? Well, I was gonna say, can you imagine telling her that? But can you imagine not telling her that as well? Having something that precious to her happen while you were there, and obviously Kyo's thoughts about it being his fault. It'd be absolutely excruciating to live with. And you could have, but any one of those people could have. The guy in the car could have, but it didn't happen. Could have's, these would have's. Again, I think it was just the fact that it was so long since he spoke to her. If he just maybe kept in contact during that time, would have recognised her straight away. Maybe they both would have died at that point, which would have been even worse of a turnout. You didn't. Oh, you did not. And we now know the context of that line. We now know the context of that line, luckily enough for us. If you don't look after my daughter. This just proves their resolve, doesn't it? This moment. You'll have to go against her. They gotta show us all this again, man. good idea for them, to be honest. It gets the emotions back up, raised for me anyway. Probably for a lot of other people, of course, as well. But I guess it brings us right back. And this is where Keto came, isn't it? Yeah, the cliff fall. Not sure if that's just me or not, but she looks even more bloody right here than she did in the show. That could just be me. Yeah, I'm not sure if that was just me. She looks a lot more bloody here than she did in the show. Can't remember, to be honest. It's been a little while. Was there any blood? Not sure there was. I remember there being blood here, but not on the arm. Or maybe I'm just remembering that wrong. Maybe because that wasn't really important at that point. I don't remember it. Yeah, now that we've seen it, kind of view it with less emotion. Capture more that we didn't see before. This is when everyone's curse is broke. Oh, we're gonna get this again, are we? Man, you never see Yuki looking like that before second season, would you? With that face he just showed up with. You're gonna get quite an extensive recap, isn't it? So it's gonna be like 20 odd minutes, maybe even longer. I'm not quite sure he said shut the fuck up. I'm not sure what shut the fuck up is in Japanese, so maybe he did. Yeah, I do think the subs are a little bit off in some places. I think you guys did tell me a little bit about that in one of my community posts. I'm not too worried about that because I can understand some of the Japanese, and it's roughly translated. It's reasonably similar to what he said. So yeah, I'm not too against it. Yeah, clearly not perfectly translated. Don't piss me off. For example, is what you meant to say there. Don't need to. As we learned from the series, all you really need is to stay by their side. That's one of the most powerful things you can do for these people. Just be there for them. I love a Yuki tantrum, man. Gotta love this Yuki tantrum. I want it to be you. We're gonna skip that part. Looks like it. Interesting choice to skip that part. That's one of my favourite parts of this conversation. But again, it's already fucking. To be honest, this has already gone on long enough. For me personally. I mean, again, I kind of understand if they're doing this for new viewers. But 20 minutes of flashback? Yeah, I know a lot happened. A lot happened in 3 seasons worth of stuff, but surely at that point you understand if there's been 3 seasons worth of very important stuff, it's almost pointless putting in anything for people that are new to just this movie because they've just missed a shitload. And if it was a 1 season thing, kind of understand. But that moment, man. Again, very, very understandable. I think you guys did tell me that the last words she remembers is that he said that he's disappointed in her. But we're getting into the end of the final now, aren't we? So I think the flashback will be ending soon. Again, I don't think I need to be quite this extensive. But if you guys are watching this reaction and you've only seen this movie, let me know what you guys made of made of this intro. And you're gonna let another woman get close to you. The last one. I'm wondering if we'll actually see both these guys as OGs as well, old people, because we saw their hands as old people in the series, didn't we? I'm interested to see what they look like as grandparents. Maybe I don't want to see that, to be honest. Yes. And what is this, man? We we watched 3 seasons for them to kiss twice in the series, and they've done it twice already in the movie, and it's been 20 minutes. Jesus, it's a joke, isn't it? Of course, I'm not being serious. But yeah, this is her first kiss. Well, I mean, you got to worry about that too much. It cannot be defeated. Oh man, what would you do for a girlfriend that wholesome? People like this, I don't know if they exist though. Unfortunately, probably do, probably do. But the world is a rough place, so I hope they do. Not for my sake. Yep, notice something? You notice something? Jolly. I'm not sure if we got that line in the show or not. Do you miss him? Maybe we did. Maybe I'm not just not remembering correctly. That face from from Tohru, man. She does really have some of the best expressions, doesn't she? And I think, yeah, this is one of the final scenes of the show, isn't it? And they were going to move to the country. So yeah, it's almost a half an hour recap. Again, I'm not 100% sure this was necessary. I did hear it was long, but I wasn't expecting it to be this long. At this point, again, these people might as well just watch the last two episodes of the final, right? And then you'll get the keto stuff happen as well. I'm just gonna stop bringing it up. I think that'll be my only gripe at the minute. This intro has been really quite long. So fucking bright, man. I can hardly see. Huh, didn't really understand what that meant. Yep. Surely she doesn't now as well. And you're right. That would be the biggest void. That would be the biggest void in her heart. I don't know if I caught that touch before, that smoke coming off of Tohru during that scene. My mother's grave. Keep a man's word, is it? No, they are the words of a man coming out of a little boy. Sure, I was scared they were going to show that whole replay then. And I'm just excited to get into this now, man. It's almost been like building me up for like 30 minutes. Remembering the series, getting all the emotions flowing again. Just get me into this, man. Just get me into this. I think we are almost there, aren't we? But yeah, I think I can understand a little bit why the reviews were not quite as high when this first came out. I think they were sitting at about a 7.5, weren't they, for a month or so, or a couple months, and then it went up to like an 8.5, I think, on my anime list. Probably when it was widely released, so a lot of the actual fans of the show watched it. And what I find interesting as well, the difference in appearance of Kyo as this monster from the original animated series to this 2019 version. They look quite different. I only did see one episode of the old version though. It's been a while since I see this scene. Interesting, they saved that one for last. And I think that's it. I'm hoping that's it. That's been 33 minutes of recap. That is it. Nice. Okay, so we're here. We're here. That's is that Katsuya? Oh no, it's Kyoko. That's probably already got at this point. I think this is the day she died, isn't it? Prelude. Yep, so we are here. Fucking hell, again. That was a bit overextensive, in my opinion. Although, again, the series does cover a hell of a lot, and there's a hell of a lot of emotional situations, and holy shit. I'm guessing this was back in her heyday as the Crimson Butterfly, hey? Living on the street. Yeah, she's wearing the uniform. Ah, she looks so different. Wow, imagine being told that. Whose issue's that? Fucking fathers. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Don't laugh, you'll cry. That's a very good saying. But yeah, it makes sense that she had to be the Crimson Butterfly. I can't imagine she'd have a perfect childhood. And this is like old school Japan as well. Jesus Christ, you're allowed to do this? That Katsuya at the back there. Interesting first impression he must have got if that is. Jesus. Jesus Christ. She was quite a rough one. Guess that depends on what you value and what you judge people on, I guess. But I definitely understand her point of view. I felt like this before many a time. It does feel like this when you're growing up, doesn't it? When you're a kid. But he's been very calm right now, isn't he? Yeah, I think everyone can kind of relate to that in some way. Her situation right here, especially again as a teenager. Wow, look at what you want now. You want people to love you. If you look at that, I think you can understand that you never got that before. I say it doesn't seem like the type that would hug her and console her. I guess he's got to do it in a different way. So yeah, it is Katsuya. Okay, let's go. If we didn't already kind of realise. Yeah, certainly. What is his role? Is he a teacher? Or is he like some kind of... I don't know. Yeah, surely this is pretty frowned upon. Teacher in training. So this is the style that Honda copies from. Oh, this is almost a bit like Uo and Corello a little bit. Obviously completely different in certain aspects, but... Miss no eyebrows. Well, there's little ones there. Little ones. That was pretty casual, wasn't it? And you casually accepted it. I bet it was that day. I bet it was. Damn. I can imagine. I imagine they wouldn't be happy with his decision if they found out. He lied. Prestige. Prestige, I imagine that's meant to say. That's quite interesting. It's like this guy's destined for good things, and she's not. From what her parents said about her before, that she was destined to be a person that has no role. Seems like this guy is destined to have a role. Arigato. Probably. Yeah. See this guy in action. Well, you actually don't. That's the thing. You've just drawn them. You just drew them on. That's always been a question of mine about girls. A lot of them, not sure if they're just like born with small eyebrows or something, or if they just like shave them off. Are they like gone forever? Do they grow back? But I know a whole lot of women draw them on usually, don't they? I just always found that quite strange. I imagine the students like him. That sounds a bit pretentious, doesn't it? He has quickly adopted that name for her, hasn't he? Mrs. No Eyebrows. These women are dressed awfully like middle-aged women to be part of a gang, aren't they? They sound rough as fuck, though. Voice is deeper than mine. Why do you think? I guess she's never really experienced stuff like this before, has she? To be honest, so maybe she struggled for her to understand. Oh, she was cute as hell, though, wasn't she, Kyoko? Both as a mum and here. Yeah, the girls love him, and kind of expected. A really nice guy, good looking, very polite. Oh, not your own. Okay. You know what, I always did want to be a teacher. But I'm not sure it's for me personally. As much as I'd like to do it, I think it's because I admire teachers, admire people that kind of guide other people. But again, I'm not sure that's my role in life. The person the society accepts. A war. Yeah. I suppose that's a thing you can understand about this guy, isn't it? That's it. Okay. Wherever you want. Oh, the beach. Yeah, same. I was gonna mention is this the scene from the preview photo, the cover. Indeed, a little bit of hope that she was the Kyo almost, and I was turning to love. That's the ultimate thing, isn't it? Meeting a person that makes you want to become a better person, makes you want to try your best, push you as far as you can. No, I don't think that's possible to happen, right? I don't think you can possibly. I don't think anyone could possibly confess without being embarrassed, right? Or maybe there are those people that can. I envy them. Whenever I used to do anything like that, I used to always fucking get scared, send a text, shut my phone away, not look at it for a couple hours out of hesitation, embarrassment, excitement, anxiety. Getting some wet feet. Pharmaceuticals. Quite a dangerous place to be revising. Nice. Katsuya. Oh shit. Oh, was this the punishment from the gag? Of course they did. I think you're past that. I think you're past that. Past that shitty gang. Wow, it's all coming at once, isn't it? Just want to go bang, bang, bang. To all these parents in these shows. I think this will be the last shitty parents we see, hopefully. You deserve no punishment. Oh my god. You know what? I was not expecting this guy to be so bold. We didn't really know all that much about him at all, did we? From the series. I expected him to be this kind of quite quiet, polite guy, but oh wow. Marry. You can't be serious. Yeah. He is more serious than these. These guys are not serious at all. They're a joke. Their raising of their daughter was a joke. And their marriage is a joke as well. Well, he almost looks a little like Kyoko. Funnily enough. I doubt there's any relation or parallels or anything, but he looks a bit like him. I think it's the hair. It is a pretty out there proposal of sorts. But yeah, obviously she's feeling like she doesn't deserve this right now. Got to do so much for little old me. You did. You had to be very careful. I mean, that's a little bit grooming, is it not? I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of life. A lolicon. I mean, if he was, he wouldn't be with your dad, would he? Oh shit! First kiss. Well, I guess that's nothing in comparison to the marriage that we'd have soon. But yeah, definitely walked the line. This guy on the edge of the law, I guess. Not a compliment. Damn, that was sick. Katsuya coming in, saving the day, like a superhero. Do you know what? I can imagine her wearing her gangster clothes to a wedding. To be honest, that would actually quite suit her. No one congrat. You don't need no one to congratulate you. I was gonna say, I hope no one turns up. I was especially hoping the parents wouldn't turn up. They wouldn't turn up even if they were invited. Hey, it's old man. It's her father. Wait, no, it's not her father. Obviously, that's his father. So we saw her father, and her father's a prick. Oh, were you? Yeah, he's a smooth old man. Looks like his wife died a little while back. A blender. Oh wow, she really is developing into the Kyoko we see in the series, isn't she now? Yep. That's all that's important, isn't it? Again, that's what I was hoping to actually see the wedding, but I was hoping to see the wedding with just those two at the altar and no one else, no one in the seats. We didn't get to see it, but I do imagine that's what happened. It did. Yeah, it's awesome seeing these guys. I'm not sure how I'd feel about maybe watching this before watching second or third season. Probably not, but it'd be nice to rewatch it with this kind of context behind Katsuya and Kyoko. Make those moments even more emotional towards the end of the series. Big thing. Maybe the biggest thing a human will ever do in their life. giving birth to another. Especially for women, I think. It's a massive thing, isn't it? I think she's just thinking about her child, isn't she? Yeah, imagine you can imagine if you thought that during your childhood years, you then thinking, "Wow, what if my baby says that?" But you wouldn't let that happen, Kyoko. That's the difference. Because you've been through that, you'd never want that to happen to someone else. Yeah, I was going to bring that up earlier as well. During the scene where she was smacking the chair about, she was saying about being treated like a normal human being, but she's also treating them poorly as well. Of course, it's totally they're totally asking for it, and it's a very normal reaction. But even so, she was still treating them wrong. Those teachers. Though they deserve to be treated like that. I love how they keep referring to it as a him. Like it's definitely going to be a boy. I thought he was going to say. I thought he was going to say, "I want to have a child with no eyebrows." And then she was born, most precious human being. Oh man, even younger, baby Tohru. Oh, is it? Hidden flavor. Huh. Yeah, that's true. I didn't even realize it was it's considered a masculine. They were talking about a boy the whole time. To be fair, weren't they? So I'm not looking forward to what's coming up soon though. Oh, which I've just kind of clocked on about. I bet you are. I already feel a little bit emotional now what's coming up. Their family. Nah. I can understand this guy as well. It seems like he put a lot of pressure on his kid, and he's had a lot of pressure even without his father probably putting pressure on him just because his dad's name. I can understand that, but he seems very nice now, doesn't he? Very accepting, very smooth. But we saw him in that picture there. He looked strict as hell, didn't he? Katsuya's father, uptight. Again, I'm really not looking forward to where this is going. Oh boy. Looking after a kid's hard. They pop up everywhere. He hasn't cried or anything though, so. Oh god, we made her bleed. Can't imagine if she fainted because of the blood. Or because of her daughter getting hit. Oh fucking Santa Tohru. Yeah, it's always making me want to cry seeing these guys as a family. Because again, we know what's going to be coming up. I've only got like 20 minutes left. Less than that actually, if there's going to be credits. It is so tragic what happened to this family, isn't it? It's so tragic. Sibling. Wow. That would have been lovely. I've got a feeling it's going to be bad news. Yep. Oh, that suddenly? Didn't even have, he didn't even have time to stay ill for a while. Jesus Christ. Neglecting. Oh, I really got these pricks chatting rubbish again. Oh, I'm getting real pissed off now. I get real pissed off people fucking talking crap like this. Yeah. That was so fucking quick, wasn't it? Scary. Oh. Pictures of his beautiful family. Oh man. That was so fucking quick, man. Everything she had taken away from her. Luckily, she's left with the kid, so she has got something. But
guy done so much for her. Oh god, man. No. Oh god. But you know what? Again, he left something beautiful behind for her. Oh my god, man. This is a stage where Tohru. This is a stage where Tohru, I imagine she started picking up his habits. Of course you won't, you fucking bastards. Wow. Wow. Why does she still even bother contacting these people? That's true, but those are the words of a very depressed person. I love this OST they play right now. It just feels really nostalgic for some reason. I need to find out what the name of this is. Oh, those eyes. Got little Tory watching over all this. Oh god. God. Oh god. I don't like where this is going. And it's so hard to talk about not doing these things when it's such an understandable situation. But it still doesn't change the fact you should never do this. Why does these guys look so fucking familiar? But yeah, again, he left something beautiful behind for you. And I don't actually think she's spoken to him since before the funeral. I remember seeing that shot. Or someone familiar at least. She said Tadaima. Are you ever going to find a path? Yeah. Don't go out there searching and getting lost. How the hell are you going to find the right path? And that brings us here. Oh man. Sometimes it can take a whole lifetime. Sometimes you can find it instantly. But yeah, that brings us to this horrible scene. Oh, she needs no help with that. I guess now you can join him. Yeah, there she is back in the water. Ah, so that water scene that we saw in the series as well actually went really hand in hand with this scene of her almost jumping off. That's just how life is. Oh man. Oh, is this older Toru? You know what? It doesn't quite look like a teenage Toru, but obviously it's not old woman Toru either. You know, yeah, this is while they're away in the country, isn't it? Oh my god, man! I loved how they brought that full circle. You know, back to Kyoko's death, and then back to the the sea. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna guess they're around their like 20s here, 21, 22 maybe. Encircling the dude. like a shark circling its prey. Oh, that's nice. Sakana. Oh shit! The wedding ring! Oh my god. That is a wedding ring we just saw. I mean, obviously we saw them as granddad and grandma with their grandchildren. Wow. And you got your wish, Kyoko. Don't you worry. I'm glad at least the family could live on, even though it was such a disastered. I'm not sure disaster is the right word, but such horrible events happened to the Kyoko and Katsuya. And these two walking off in the sunset as well. And that is it. Jesus, man. That was fucking awesome, wasn't it? So we're going to get some pictures of the series before. I think this is all just going to be I'm not. Oh, we've actually got a song. Yeah, I don't usually just watch end of credit scenes, but we've got a song, so I think I will. But yeah, that was beautiful, man. That was beautiful. I wasn't expecting it to hit quite as hard after finishing the full series and kind of realizing everything, and this being like a little addition in my eyes. This was just going to be a little addition to help kind of flesh out some of the characters and meet Katsuya, of course. But yeah, this really did just kind of expand it a little bit more, didn't it? Just again, imagine on the rewatch, this will add so many more feelings as well. But again, I just loved how they brought that around at the end there with Kyoko going to jump off the edge, but then she kept on taking care of Tohru, and she ended up there eventually with Katsuya in the ocean, free. And I made the right choice, of course. Listening to this, every song from Fruits Basket is an absolute banger, man. I don't know why I always find myself looking at the Japanese lyrics than the English ones. Yeah, I think the only issue I did have with this movie was that the intro. I probably could have skipped it in all honesty, but yeah, the recap was like 40 minutes long. That was another interesting point I thought today. Umo and Kareno's relationship almost reminded me a little bit of Katsuya and Kyoko. Of course, Kyoko and Uo have the delinquency in relation to each other, but Corretto is quite similar to Katsuya as well. They almost look really quite alike as well, both the couples. So I don't know. I just find that quite interesting how they how it was so similar in a way, but quite different as well. And smile and love. Quite the big skip there in terms of these images. Again, I'm not sure if that was a deliberate thing, making Uo and Kareno kind of resemble Kyoko and Katsuya a little bit. I have a feeling it might be intentional, you know. Might be a little bit more there than I'm kind of realising. There is Kami-sama. But yeah, one last shot of all the couples. That was one of the last shots of the whole anime, wasn't it? Handshake, Yuki and Tohru. Kyou and Tohru growing old. Actually, you got to see them. I'm not sure if they were engaged at that point or while they're married today, which was nuts. But yeah, that is it. Again, I definitely called that right to listen to that. To listen to the credits again. I don't usually give a crap about credits or anything like that, but this was almost in a Gintama style kind of flashback of they usually do like the whole arc and a kind of flashback with the song at the end. It was almost like that, having a look at the whole series up until now. Some beautiful moments in there at the ending, wasn't there? The preview and the song was absolutely awesome as well. But the movie in general, again, my only gripe with this movie, I think, was again the intro just being a little too long. They could have maybe done a 20-minute recap. Again, there was a lot to recap, so I can understand it being that long in a certain aspect, especially if you're going to be a new viewer coming in. But as an old viewer, that especially if you go to the cinema as well, there's no skipping that. So yeah, that was my only real gripe with the movie. But in general, this was again absolutely beautiful. Some really emotional moments in there. Obviously, we kind of foresaw the events of Kyoko dying and Katsuya dying. Of course, that they're massive kind of story points in the series, aren't they? So it was always going to be happening in the movie. I'm kind of glad it went over it quickly, but it just shows as well, just Katsuya dying so quickly, how fast things can just happen, how your life can just go upside down, and how you can be living your best life at one point, and then you're in the absolute depression, and then you're at the edge of the sea. Again, just some very, very emotional moments, some very hard hitting moments in today's episode that are going to stay with me for a while. That's for sure. Again, I'm getting a little bit emotional just kind of remembering it, but there was again some absolute beautiful scenes in here as well. There was those as well as those horrible moments. There were some absolute beautiful scenes of Kyoko and Katsuya kind of gaining this relationship with each other, understanding each other, and relating to each other as well. That's the main thing that brought them together, isn't it? These two characters that understood each other, understood that each other are lonely, and wanted to get to know the other person, understand that loneliness. Where does it come from? Seeing Kyoko kind of use her childhood as to help her kind of teach Tohru how to be a I'm saying that 100% wrong. Kyoko kind of understanding her childhood and what made her turn out the way she did. I thought that was a very interesting scene. Her worrying about having a kid in that regard. I could very much understand feeling the same way. But I think as someone that went through that, she would obviously be on the complete opposite end of that spectrum and want to be 100 miles away from how her parents kind of raised her. So ends up explaining why Tohru was raised as such a lovely girl, but obviously it didn't go so smoothly at the start with Kyoko. Obviously been that deep depression. Again, just shed a whole lot of light on a lot of things in today's movie. A whole lot of wholesome scenes, a whole lot of emotional scenes, some horrible scenes as well that just made me want to punch the screen. But that's everything we love from Fruits Basket, isn't it? All wrapped up in today's movie. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this one down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did like this video, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with any of my reactions. Also, if you guys did want to help support the channel further, there is a Patreon link down in the description if you guys want to help support in that way. But again, big thank you for you guys for support my Fruits Basket reactions. I've absolutely loved this show. Definitely goes down as one of my all-time favorite shows. It's currently in my top 10 at the minute anyway, so I do imagine probably on the rewatch it might even go up again, considering we're going to get even more context from a movie like this, which will make those impactful moments at the end of the final, for example, even more impactful. So absolutely can't wait to rewatch it, and can't wait to read the manga as well, kind of covering the characters from the show's kids. But yeah, thank you guys so much for the support. Again, let me know what you guys thought about this movie down in the comment section, and have a good rest of your day, guys.